Good morning, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Getting Fit, a video series tracking my progression as I build towards the 2022 race season. So I'm about halfway through the base phase of my training plan, and that means I've been adding a little bit more intensity to the sessions, so adding in some tempo and some sweet spot intervals. This has allowed me to keep building the training stress each week without having to increase the volume, which is great if, like me, you need to fit your training around work and life. As I've mentioned in a previous episode of Getting Fit, I've been working with strength and conditioning coach Rob Watson from RW Performance Conditioning, and he's been helping me by putting together my plan for my strength sessions. So we're about a month into that plan now, and so today I'm going to meet up with Rob and see how I'm progressing.
So today we're basically going to do a review of the test that we did in the first week. We're also going to look at some exercise selection. So what we'll do is look at how Ryan's adapted to what he's been doing in the last 3-4 weeks. We'll then look at some different exercises for him to do. We'll coach those exercises to make sure his technique's okay with that. We'll also be doing the tests as well, just to make sure that he's progressing effectively, and the weaknesses that we identified in the first session are being addressed. He's getting a little bit stronger on that weaker side, which we identified. So the right side was a little bit weaker than the left. So that's going to be the main focus today, looking at that, identifying some exercises, and then seeing how he's getting on with the exercise that we did do as well. Just going to do some air squats. So you've been doing these for the last few weeks. 10 to warm up. We're going to do 3 sets, 10 just to warm you up. Yeah, so we're going to do the tests essentially we did at the start. So we're testing hamstring, we're going to test ankle flexibility, we're going to test hip flexor, and we're going to test some strength as well. But the reason we're doing the flexibility test is to, one, monitor where it's at, so see if there's been an improvement or a decrement from the test before. As Ryan's added some more single leg work and strength work in there as well, he may have actually just maintained that flexibility because he's continuing to do his stretching and flexibility work as well. The whole idea is we're going to monitor that and progress it over the next 3-4 months to see if the exercises that have been set have developed any flexibility or range of motion. Again, I'll wait hold it for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Keep that going. So Ryan's seen a big improvement in terms of where he was weak in the right leg. So he's seen a 5-fold increase of the amount of reps he can do on that leg, simply through isolating through the exercises over a 3-4 week period. Now the main adaptation is neurological, so it's basically his brain telling his muscles to fire. So he's recruiting all the muscle fibres for each repetition, which has allowed him to gain that initial strength benefit. So what we'll do over the next few weeks, well, over the next couple of months, is just progress that. So we'll increase the actual strength, and we'll make sure do some muscle hypertrophy work, so the actual fibres are increasing as well. So that's going to pave the way for bigger strength gains down the line as well. So after that, we've identified that Ryan's improved massively in terms of glute strength and glute endurance because of the exercises that we've done in terms of the testing, and also it's addressed the discrepancy between his right quad and left quad. So they're much closer together now in terms of strength. Admittedly, that's only after 4 weeks of training. Most of that adaptation is neurological, as we've said previously, but it has shown us that we've got some good adaptation in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move more into unilateral work, so really focusing on isolating one side and the other side, which will hopefully transfer better into the bike, because obviously cycling is a unilateral exercise. You're never using both feet at the same time. The whole focus of that will be to build strength, and then we're going to move into some power phases in month 3 and month 4. So idea is obviously get him strong, get him stable, and then develop the power on that. Now, one of the key things that we'll always kind of talk about is the transference into performance. Good measures in the gym are always really good, but at the same time, if that's not transferring into running, cycling, whatever it is, then that's not really what we're looking for. We're looking for the adaptation to make you better performance. And Ryan did some work recently in terms of sprint work, and it's shown that we've actually got some good adaptation from the exercise in the first 4 weeks, having some really positive sprint results in terms of peak powers and repetitive peak powers as well, or repetitive high powers, which is good. So it's shown it's transferring across from gym work to bike work, which is exactly what we need. If you want to get in touch with me about anything in terms of running, strength training for cycling, then please get in touch with me. I think Ryan's going to put the details in the comments or in the blurb below the vlog as well.
So some big gains and adaptations in such a short space of time in regards to the test that we did in the gym. As Rob said, my right knee and quad are now much closer in terms of strength compared to the left, and both sides have seen big improvements. This has also translated to the bike. I've been doing a little bit of sprint work in the past few weeks to kind of help maintain my top end power, and I've been able to repeat some of my best ever 5-second power sprint after sprint. This shows that I've made some massive improvements in my fatigue resistance. I also managed to top my best ever 5-second power, managing to average 1,323 watts for 5 seconds, which is not bad for January. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.